We've got everybody on, so fantastic. It's Monday. How was everyone's weekend?
Fantastic.
I was good. I had several contacts this weekend.
Awesome. Well, good to hear. I know that Felicia and Betty had a really good weekend because they both had a brand new representative join their team on Friday. So let's give them a round of applause. That's amazing.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, they texted me on Friday and emailed me on Friday and let me know. So that's fantastic, putting those conversational selling skills to work. So we're super excited for them. So we're into goal setting. It's my favorite module because this is really going through how you're going to achieve your dreams, your goals.
Oh, Jessica. Jessica.
Yes.
One other thing. One of my new recruits had a recruit on Sunday.
Woohoo!
So I talked to her earlier, and she went ahead and put her order in, and then she got a recruit. So kudos to her.
Yes, wonderful. Yay, Betty. Any other good news over the weekend?
That's it.
Anybody else? Good. Perfect. Well, that's
I got one more. I got one more person that signed up.
And Cassandra had to sign up. Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Great job, guys. This is fantastic. So as we go through goal setting now, too, we'll talk about ways to keep them and different ways of onboarding. We'll do that in goal setting and planning to keep them engaged and different things that you can be doing. So again, this is the first step to getting you toward your dream, your goal, really ultimately where you want to be in the business and in life. So that's why I think it's my favorite. Also, I'm kind of a numbers geek and I really like to do the numbers. So this will be really exciting, hopefully for all of you to really divulge and really get into your business and analyze it. So it's really important that we go through this goal setting and we're going to look at it. Has everybody looked at their application guide? It's okay if you haven't. You can be honest. We're going to look at it today, so no worries. So on there, that first page, you're going to start with your dream. So where do you want to go and why? And then we're going to set SMART goals, and we're going to go through that acronym for SMART and talk about that today. We're going to look at our measures and what to think about as far as what activities we want to do and what strategies we want to define in order to get to our goal. I love this. This is actually a study. The members of the Harvard 1979 MBA program were asked if they had written down a clear set of goals. Guess what? Only 3% of them had written it down. 10 years later, the 3% that had written their goals were earning on average 10 times more than the other 97% of the class combined. So what do you think happened? Why do you think that is?
They had it in front of them so they could see it.
Yep, they had a plan. They had it written down in front of them.
Do anything. And the ones that didn't have a plan, they didn't do anything because they didn't have anything written down.
There you go. Love it. Great job. Yes. So having a plan, having a clear set of goals, right? Having it in front of you to always remind you. So it's important to really dream big. Avon's helped a lot of great people and a lot of great representatives that we've actually been talking about, right, over the last couple modules, achieve their dreams, achieve their goals. It's important to determine specifically how your business can help you achieve your dream. It's also important to determine when you want to achieve your dream. So actually putting a date on it, right, or a campaign on it. Some of the examples, do you guys want to give any examples of some of the people that we talked about before that achieved big dreams, big goals? Some of the big ones out there we always talk about.
Thank you, Paige.
Pam Heller had a big dream, and she's achieved it so far.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah, so Pam's one of them. We talk about Lisa Wilbur a lot, right? Emily Seagren. I mean, the list, many of you on this call Many of your uplines, right? A lot of them had, you know, Rhonda Voss, the Voss team, Leslie Watson, Cassandra's upline, right? So many people had a big dream. They probably wrote it down, right? And they probably had steps to achieve that dream. So it's important to remember also that your dream might take years to achieve, but you want to look at the A in SMART, which is attainable, and you want to set those attainable incremental goals along the way in order to get there. So things to think about is how much money will be required, what title do you need to get there, and how much time do you have to achieve it. So these are all thought starters, right? So the definition of setting a goal is establishing a measurable set of targets that will enable you to reach your overall dream. Something goals are not are discrete activities, single actions, or high-level concepts. And here it gives you the acronyms for SMART. So S is for specific, M is measurable, A is attainable, R is relevant, and T is time bound. So as you're setting these goals, continue to think about this acronym and are they SMART? So possible examples of non-SMART goals are I want to recruit more. I want to recruit one person each month through the end of this year would be making that a SMART goal, right? See how it's more specific? And it's got that time bound on it, right? I want to increase my personal sales. Not very smart, right? But I want to increase each of my personal orders for campaigns 3 and 4 by $100. So really specific, right? It's actually got those campaigns on it. Can you guys think of any other SMART goals that you want to set?
I have a person in my downline that I'm working with that she wants to reach President's Club.
Okay.
And we're gonna make it to reach it by 2020, so that she's going to increase her sales by the end of this year to a certain amount. But by 2020, you know, she'll have she'll have all of 2019 to, you know, have her goal to be in place, and she start working towards so she can achieve President's Club by the end of 2019. So she'll have it for all of 2020.
Great. So that's a very smart goal. You can even go further, Lenore, and break it down per campaign for her, how much she would need to increase in order to get there by 2020. So
that's what we're doing. But we can't include this year into it because it doesn't count, but we're going to use a small goal for 2018 to increase her sales to get up to the amount, the average amount that she'll need to achieve it for 2019.
Awesome. That's great.
Like $367, I think it is.
Okay.
If they had that average. So if she gets her goal where she's having $367 per campaign by the end of this year, then she's in place to start doing it for next year.
So you're incrementally increasing her to get to that 367 by the end of 2018, so that going into 2019, right? She's on track to make that every campaign. Awesome job. Yep, I love that. So you guys see the difference of SMART goals. Sorry, my dog. SMART goals versus, you know, just a generalized goal. So we're going to use, sorry, wow, she's really going nuts. Here, I closed my door. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. So we're going to use these key measures for our goals, and we'll ensure that our goals are, again, the measurable, specific, relevant, and SMART, okay? So we're going to look at that right now. So here's you've got your personal, right? So we know we've got your personal. We've got to look at that. And then we've also got team goals. So in personal goals, the things we're going to look at as far as that goes is the earnings title, your earnings amount, G1 new appointments, and then your personal sales. So those are all factors in personal goals that we look at. And then team goals, I can't believe how crazy she's going. Team goals, we're going to look at team new appointments, team size, your team order activity percent, team orders, average order size for your team, and then team sales. Okay, and all of that is on the application guide. So you're going to have the opportunity to not only look at the last 6 campaigns in this application guide, but plan out based on your last 6 campaigns, the next 6 campaigns. And there's other measures, right? So there's definitely other measures that we can be looking at, and I encourage you to look at them, but we really do these ones because we believe that these are the highest level measures that lead you to leader success. So they really drive the results of leader success. Does anybody have questions on what we're looking at, the measures we're looking at for personal and team?
Yes.
Yes, go ahead. I'll take it back. You have a question?
No, I'm sorry. I thought you said, did we understand?
I did. I said, do you have questions? Okay, perfect. We're going to go into it a little bit more anyway. So setting personal goals. So after the next 6 campaigns, this is basically saying where do you want to be. So really looking at that. And again, you're going to start with your personal goals. So the first thing you want to consider when setting these goals is your dream, right? So what did we say your dream was? How close do you want to get to achieving your dream in the next 6 campaigns? And is it important to align your goal? It's important to align your goal with your dream. So, and then also don't forget about time, right? So how much time do you plan to commit to your Avon business? If your goals are aggressive but you don't have the time, then you can't be successful. It's really important to be realistic so your goals are attainable. Again, smart, right? You want them to be attainable. You want to be able to achieve your goals, but you also want to be able to challenge yourself. So some of the things to consider for your personal goals are, what do you need to achieve in order to make that progress toward your dream, right? Again, that time. And then big impact, right, is G1 appointments. And you guys can probably speak to that. Cassandra, Betty, I don't know if Felicia got on the call. But those of you that have, appointed a few people over the weekend, how important are those G1 appointments to your business?
Well, for me, I'm trying. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, for me, I'm trying to get. I'm newer, so I'm trying to get at least 20 people to sign up under me. So my goals. I'll start them smaller. Okay, get a $100 order. Of course, we want $150 and up, but $100 order so then I can promote. And then the next time I'll go up to the $150 or the $175 so I can promote again. So that is what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to sign on at least 20 by the end of August. I'm at 12, so I think I may be able to do it.
No, you can do it, Cassandra. Absolutely. When you have a goal and you have that plan in place, you will do it. And she's right. So it's by getting those G1 appointments and developing those people on her team and those leaders on her team, right? That's how she knows then she can get to her next goal, in turn getting closer to her dream, right? Is there anything you guys else you think you want to think about when you're setting these personal goals? I think this pretty much covers it. I mean, I think these are good things to think about when setting the personal goals. So now we're going to go into team goals. So you've set your personal goals. Now we're going to look at team, right? And Cassandra just kind of went over it, but maybe you guys can think of a different result. But can somebody think of how their downline's results impacted the success of their business? And let's go positive this time, because it can be negative too, but let's think positive. How did your downline's result impact your business in a positive way?
The more you have in your downline, if you're trying to increase your sales, the more in your downline helps to, if they're consistently ordering, that helps with your team sales, so that you're meeting your team sales goal first, so that you can earn, what was it, the leadership goal bonus, or?
Yep. Yeah, you can earn your bonus or your paycheck, right? You can increase your paycheck. I'm thinking Cassandra right now, but I know for Betty too, it's happened pretty recently, but they've gone to a different title, right? They've moved up in rank because of the performance of their team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
you know, another.
Go ahead.
Another thing for me, I'm real competitive. So if I go out on Vibe and I see my team members selling more than me, I'm like, wait a minute, what is happening? So, you know, so for me, it's a motivational thing, and nothing's wrong with healthy competition. So
I love healthy competition. I'm super competitive. I think most people are that are in the industry. So yeah, absolutely. So it gives you guys a little boost too. If you see them doing really well, you're like, wow, they can't do better than me, right? I'm their mentor, but you want them to ultimately, because in turn it's going to help your business. So fantastic. So here's some of the things to consider now when setting those team goals. So what does your team need to achieve in order for you to reach your goal? And then what are your team's past results? What are your team's best opportunities for growth? And where do you want to focus your efforts with your team in the upcoming year? So anything else you guys are thinking of that you want to make sure is in here while you're setting these team goals? No, again, I think it pretty much covers it, right? And we'll talk about it. We're going to strategize too as we do our one-on-one. So good. So once you set your personal and team goals, we're going to ask that you set those specific goals for key performance indicators for your next 6 campaigns. So for the next quarter. So we talked about why it's good to set these specific goals, right? You want to get that incremental progress. You want to possibly in 6 campaigns get to your dream. I mean, it truly can happen. But if we know the dream isn't going to happen in 6 campaigns, we want to set smart incremental goals in order to get you closer, right, to that long-term or short-term goal or dream. So when we're doing this, we want to set those shorter-term specific goals. So let's look at the slide and see what those things to consider are now. So what you need to achieve to stay on track and reach your goal. What season is it? Yeah, that can affect some things. It might affect our planning a little bit, right? Can you expect more or less from your business this time of year? I don't use that as a crutch, though, because I think there's things you can do to plan for the season. Where do you plan to focus your efforts? And can you focus on growing your team now, which will positively impact your business in the long term, which Cassandra spoke to, right? Having 20 by the end of August. So fantastic. Just want to make sure there's nothing else we're missing before we move to the next slide. Anything else you guys want to add to that? Okay. So now you want to reflect on your past. You really want to set goals that are based on past results. So you want to see, are you setting a new goal? If you are, you're going to need to change what you're doing probably, right? Or what were things in the past that you did really well that you can do again? And then you also want to think about, are these goals attainable? Can you stretch your goals even further? Do your short-term, really specific goals align with your personal and team goals? Will you make enough incremental progress in the next 6 campaigns to achieve your personal and team goals? And then guess what? If you feel like you're not getting there or they're just not right, you can adjust them along the way, or we actually look back at them at the end of this program and we'll look at them and see, where do you feel like maybe you fell short, or where do you feel like you could have challenged yourself more, and we can adjust going forward. Anything else you might ask yourself to ensure you're successful? And then once your goals are set, it's important to think about how you're going to achieve them, right? So we've got on here, whoops, it changed the slide on me. So how you're going to achieve your title goal, how you're going to increase your earnings, how you're going to increase personal sales, how are you going to identify new representatives? Those are all in your personal, right? Again, I want to stress this. You want to continue doing the things that are proven to be successful. So things that have worked for you, keep doing. Do more of those activities. You really don't want to do things that don't produce results, and you want to try new things that possibly could drive the results. And you can see too your team goals increasing. How are you going to increase total orders, average order size? How are you going to increase more team members placing order? I know that's one we talk about a lot, so we'll definitely strategize on that one. And then who are you going to identify as possible leaders, and how are we going to get them to the next step? So now I'm going to ask that you pull out your application guide. And I am going to go into Vibe. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up Cassandra. And then I will share her screen with you. Thank you so much, Cassandra, for letting us look at your stuff, your business. So the first page is really just about setting that goal and focusing on what your dream is, and then making it time bound. So when do you want to have this in place, right? And then what do you need to do? So what title do you need to be at? And how much money do you need, right? Monetarily, like what do you need to get to this dream? And then the next page is what we're going to go over. So you see it's going to say review your results for the last 6 campaigns on yours. On here it's incorrect, so don't look at this one, but it'll say the next 6 campaigns, and I'm going to pull this screen over so you can see Cassandra. There she is. Perfect. So again, you have that worksheet that I sent you. It's a PowerPoint that can take you through how to pull different reports in Vibe. It's a fantastic tool for you to use. But again, this is something that I find to be a lot easier than doing that when putting in these results from the last 6 campaigns. So I'm going to see if Cassandra has it on here. She does. So you see how I'm scrolling down on her dashboard? The 2 things you need to look at are closed campaign comparison and your earnings summary. Okay? Everything that you need is right here, and then I'll click into the earnings summary. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with campaign 8, 9, 10, yep, that's 6 campaigns. So you're going to start on your application guide with campaign 8. Did everybody see what I just did? All I did was pull down? Yes?
I was new. I don't have anything for 8.
That's okay. It at least shows everybody what I'm doing, right? So you'll fill in everything on your sheet for 8. It's going to ask additions. I'm going to get to one that has something on it. Okay, so here's campaign 9. This is Cassandra's first campaign. So she's going to start with 9 because she can't start with 8. So she's just going to go 9 through 13. The rest of you are going to start with 8 and go through 13. Any questions so far? Okay. So we're in campaign 9 for Cassandra. It asks you how many appointments you had. It asks you your team size. It asks you orders, order activity percent, average order size, award sales, which is your team sales, and then your personal award sales, your achievement title, earnings title. All of that literally is on that sheet, your application guide, okay? The other thing that is on there is going to be your earnings statement. So just side note, if you guys don't have these 2 on your dashboard, Lenore, I actually added earnings summaries to yours today because I was looking at yours and I noticed it wasn't on there for this exercise. So yours is on there. You guys can always exit out of it and put it back and hide it. But you guys know where to go to this, right? You go to Edit Panels right here, and you can add any of this. You can drag this over onto your dashboard. Got it? Hers is already here, so I don't need to do it. So what I'm going to do is open up her earnings statement. It's the same thing. It's a little tiny drop down. I don't want you guys to see that. That's okay, though. All right, so we'll go to campaign 9. And all you have to really look at is right here where it says estimated earnings from this campaign's orders. You really don't need to see anything else. Now, what's going to happen is eventually she's going to see bonuses and things like that too. You guys can add that in. I'm seeing if she's got any on here. So here she does. So this is completely up to you how you want to do this. You can add this all together. So 27 and 13. Does this make sense, or am I totally talking like a different language to everybody?
Say that again now. You said it's 27.
Yeah, can you 13? See it? Can you see it, Betty?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Right here, it's up to you whether you just want to look at your, oh, it actually is the total. This is the total, so you're good. Just all you need is this number right here, 2025.
Okay.
Estimated from this campaign's order. That's where you're going to put in on your earnings, where it says your earnings for whatever campaign on your application guide. Okay? Mm-hmm. To me, this is so much easier than having to pull up all those reports and try to scroll through it. Does anybody need me to go over it again? So I want you to write it down to make sure you guys know where you're looking, or you can always text me and I can remind you, but it's campaign comparison and earnings statement, earnings summary, closed campaign comparison and earnings summary. Now on here, what I love about this too is you can actually see here. So I like to compare last year to this year, right? Any questions? Good. Great. If you guys do have questions, please feel free to reach out to me as you're going through this goal setting, and I can try to walk you through it. But this truly is all you need. It's got all the numbers on here. Okay? And then let me get back over here. Perfect. So the third page is just now based on the averages of the last 6 campaigns, you're setting your goal in each of those categories for the next 6 campaigns. And then you're coming up with strategies and activities in order on that last page in order to achieve your goals. Any questions on the application guide whatsoever? Okay, perfect. So our hot topic question for next Thursday is, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? Great conversation starter, right? A lot of you guys too put that people's needs and wants are vacations and traveling for conversational selling. So this kind of aligns with it. It also aligns with your dreams and goals. Maybe there's somewhere you'd want to go and we can help get you there, right? By setting these goals. I'm also going to ask you one more thing. It's just something kind of fun to do on our collaboration call. But can everybody come with their favorite product in the Campaign 15 brochure? So whatever your favorite product is and why. And I'll write that in the collaboration invitation. So favorite product and why. And then if you have some features and benefits to describe the product, that would be great too. Okay, perfect. So you guys are on your way to achieving your dream and your goal. So just keep in mind this application guide. Always have in the back of your head your dream. Another great thing that I know a lot of you do is your dream board. So definitely during this exercise and the planning exercise, think about your dream board and really where you want to go. And by setting these SMART goals, you will absolutely achieve your dream. Any questions? That's all I've got for you today. Does anybody have anything else they want to bring to the table since we've got about 15 minutes?
This weekend I had an opportunity to use my conversation selling several times. And it's feeling more natural.
Good. That's what it takes. It's all about practice, right? So as long as you're practicing it and continuing to utilize it, then it will feel more natural. Wonderful. Anybody else have anything? Questions? No? Well, I am going to let you go then because this one takes a little bit longer, but it's really, 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 really fantastic. So I will let you go, and if you want to take the remaining 20 minutes of the hour to get started on it, then fantastic. And then I would like to do this one in the field one-on-one if possible. Obviously, I know with some of you it's not possible. So I'll try to get with you a couple days before we're set to meet, and we can see if we can do it in the field this time instead of over the phone. Okay? And I will be in touch with everybody that's this week. I will be in touch with you today. Okay?
Perfect. Okay, see y'all in July.
What's that?
I said I'll see you in July.
Yes, I'll see Cassandra in July. That's why I was like, for some of you, it's not possible because you're in New Jersey. So we'll just be talking on the phone still. But everybody else, I should be able to be in face-to-face with you. So we will definitely do that for this one and possibly planning. We'll kind of see how it goes. So looking forward to it. All right, everybody have a wonderful rest of the week. I'm here for you if you need me.
Jessica, this is Lenore.
Hi, Lenore.
Listen, I know since you're going to be out in the field and stuff, if you need to change our date, just let me know.
Will do. Yeah, okay. I'll look at my schedule for next week and I'll let you guys know. I'm going to take care of this week first and then I'll let you guys know for next week.
Okay. Thanks.
Perfect. Awesome. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.